Hi everybody, today we're going to be discussing how we produced over 300 videos in 6 months for grade school and high school education. This particular project was partnered with another agency that specializes in primary education. At Tropic, we typically don't touch or work with a lot of elementary education because our roots are in corporate training, right? Believe it or not, an animation studio, we actually have a mostly adult corporate audience. But with that being said, because we have over 100 animators, we have a relatively large production staff, they needed a production partner to really scale up. So let's jump into the context, but first and foremost, my name's Eric Prospero, I'm a microlearning expert, and let's jump into it. Now, this was a massive project for Cobbs County School District. ZIA Learning specializes in a lot of curriculum design and development specifically for a younger audience. We are microlearning experts, we specialize in interactive video production at scale, and we were more than excited to partner up with them. And again, this is a 3-4 year relationship. We've been working with them for a very long time, and we finally put our combined systems to the test with this massive project. And what's great about this is we leveraged live action, B-roll, and animation for 3 different audiences in English and Spanish. So we have quite a bit to show you in terms of the examples that we're about to cover. But just for context, we had a very tight timeline because you cannot push a school start date back, unfortunately. We created a very efficient process in terms of content development. This is right at the start of the use of ChatGPT for content development. So we're able to maximize efficiency there by having our curriculum writers leverage ChatGPT for scripting. Well, actually, ZIA was able to. They led on the content part. On our side, we were responsible for creating the storyboard structures, designing the prototypes, and organizing our live action actors. So actors, it's kind of a debated process for e-learning because a lot of times when you're developing e-learning content, you want to leverage your subject matter experts. Sometimes your subject matter experts are shy, they're not great on camera, or you just don't have them. So in this case, since we're using public domain knowledge, a lot of accessible resources, the subject matter experts really weren't as important. We just needed an audience that resonated with the end learner. So we decided to select a very teacher-looking type of staff that resonated with a diverse audience. Since the audience was based out of Georgia, we wanted to make sure we have different audiences covered. And lastly, we combined it with B-roll for the high school content and animation for the grade school content. Now let's check out a few of these videos.
Think about what you've learned when counting the Say 10 way as you add. Watch as I model 35 plus 5 on my place value chart. What do you notice in the ones place? That's right. There are 2 5 groups. That means you can make a 10. Great job. Keep practicing your new skill, and I'll see you next time.
What was the result of this? Well, we ended up hitting the timeline, which was absolutely essential. We produced over 300 microlearning videos from scratch. And really, a lot of this came down to was our great partnership with ZIA, and we made some strategic decisions on design. Firstly, animating 300 videos that were 3 to 4 minutes each wasn't possible. So this is why we combined live action with animation. It allowed for a more immersive, engaging experience that people are kind of familiar with already. And lastly, we leveraged B-roll for the high school audience, which it has its pluses and minuses, right? B-roll allows you to leverage pre-existing assets that are already built. It can get expensive if you don't really have an asset base. And then for the younger audience, we incorporated a very engaging mathematic type style. What's cool about this project is we also produced them in Spanish. So let me show you a Spanish example right now.
Cuenta la forma de decir 10. Hoy aprenderemos a contar en la forma de decir 10 y practicaremos la suma. ¿Listos? En sus marcas, ya. Hay muchas formas de contar. Una es contar en la forma de decir 10. ¿Qué es contar en la forma de decir 10? Practiquemos para aprender cómo se hace. Empecemos con el número 46.
So what's great about the Spanish video is the fact that we did them in a way that was very respectful to the end audience. We chose actors that had a native ability to speak Spanish. We went with the teacher aesthetic, and I'm very proud of these because we were able to almost double the output using this efficient system. So I can include some video links on how we develop live action videos in the comments. I'm also going to include a link later on how we could potentially be localizing live action based videos using AI technology in a later video. So if it's not up yet, guys, or if I haven't updated the description, it's coming. But later on in one of our videos, we're going to be showing you how to use AI technology to localize live action video content, which is really exciting stuff. So make sure to subscribe. Thank you again, guys. And again, thanks to our partners at ZIA Learning. This was an awesome project, and we're humbled and honored for the opportunity. Cheers.
If you want to continue learning about microlearning best practices, be sure to subscribe to our channel, the Microlearning Lab by Tropic. We'll keep sharing the latest tips, tricks, and techniques to help you get the most out of your training programs.